Hey, what's going on YouTube? James from J Kramer Fitness. Today we got a double deuce, or perhaps a double decker, whatever you want to call it. We are doing a unbiased review of MTS Nutrition, Machine Whey, Red Velvet Cake, and fruit cereal. Before going into the review, I always like to share timestamps are down below. I go into in-depth detail about how many scoops you should use post-workout, the type of protein powder it is being used in the product, protein quality, and then a comparison between national competitor. Please leave a like if you do enjoy these long format videos, make you be a more informed buyer. Please subscribe for weekly protein powder reviews. With that shared, let's get into this MTS Machine Whey Protein review. Here are the details when purchasing MTS Machine Whey. I purchased mine direct through Tiger Fitness. However, it is available through other retail outlets online. My usual plan B is through Amazon, but Tiger Fitness was having a great sale on the 5-pound containers, so I ended up scooping myself up for 2 of them. Here's what is being offered with each container. This is where it gets kind of convoluted. You have to look into the ingredient profile to see which protein types you're getting. The Red Velvet Cake is a 2-protein blend, protein concentrate and a protein isolate. The other one, fruit cereal, this one offers a 3-protein source blend, concentrate, milk protein isolate, and a whey protein isolate. And that can be a big difference in regards to when you should be using this protein powder. I know that whey protein isolates in general are used for post-workout, but I have a different recommendation if you end up scoring yourself a 3-protein blend at MTS Whey. Buying direct through Tiger Fitness, you do get a 30-day ironclad return policy. And of course, on the packaging, if you read it, Mark Lobliner, he is the mastermind behind the Machine Whey. He's been pushing this Machine Whey Sludge cake. All it is, you add a little water to the protein powder, mix it up, and then add peanut butter, throw in the microwave. It's a different way to go ahead and eat your protein powder. I've done it before in the past. It's not too shabby. It's like eating a low-calorie protein cake. One would say it's a cheat code. One of the standout features for me was the incredibly fast and friendly customer service that I received, because there were some specifics I was looking for. I had flawless customer service, but no complaints about that. And then of course, it is heavily advertised on each container that these protein powders are made in a CGMP in an FDA approved facility. Let's go ahead and examine, is Machine Whey third-party tested? Is made in a CGMP FDA approved facility, and it passes the facility test. If you're looking for a protein powder that goes under the microscope and is examined for banned substances, you're not going to find any kind of third-party certification on that. If you're wondering if this protein powder is amino spiked, there is no certification on that as well, which is a nice segue in my next section here. MTS Machine Whey spiked. I don't believe Machine Whey is spiked. There are some barriers of entry, because usually I'm a big fan of seeing a amino acid profile on the container and on the website. However, there is none of that information is available, and that's one of the reasons why I did get in contact with MTS Machine Whey. Examining the leucine content, it's at 10.32%, which is in line for the average protein powder you should see in the market. However, there is a level of concern though about purchasing MTS Machine Whey, because the labeling is rather unusual. A lot of protein powders will go ahead and advertise protein count, servings, calories, BCAA content per serving. However, depending on the flavor you pick, it's very different. So it's odd in my opinion. So I will show you MTS Machine Whey's Red Velvet Cake. Okay, so you get the flavor, you get the protein content, and then you get a BCAA. And for this one offers 25 grams of protein. This is abnormally a little high. And then you get the servings. However, if you examine fruit cereal, flavor, protein count, sugar, and then servings. So I would imagine that amino acid profile that I receive per serving isn't continuous through every other flavor, because I looked around and MTS Machine Whey offers blueberry muffin. I didn't look at the nutrition facts, and if when I go into editing this video, I'll pop it up on the side. It was rather odd because Red Velvet Cake offers 5.7 grams of BCAAs, then Blueberry Muffin offers 5.3 grams of BCAAs. So I understand that each flavor profile is going to be different, and there might be a difference in how much protein, base protein, that they can put into the container for the flavor. However, I think that's too much of a variance. So if you're someone who is concerned about putting on lean body mass, I would most definitely examine each one of the flavors and see which one is going to be best for your needs. Let's go ahead and do an MTS Machine Whey Protein Quality check and see how it stacks up compared to a national industry leader. Some claims on the MTS Nutrition website state the Machine Whey uses 80% whey protein concentrate. However, their ingredient list does not label it as such. There is a conflict. I wouldn't say conflict. I'm not saying the information being shared on the Tiger Fitness website is incorrect, because high quality whey protein concentrate starts at 80%. However, I did an article for my website examining different types of whey proteins. You have a food grade, and then the food grade is less than 20%, and then 20 to 80 or even up to 20 to 80% is technically whey protein concentrate. The reason why I'm questioning the whey protein 80% quality in this is because I got some horrible GI issues using this. After 2 or 3 weeks of use, they went away because my digestive system got acclimated to it, but it's something worth noting. There's a level of concern in regards to the amount of BCAAs per serving, and normally, I've been doing this for 4 years, and the normal ratio that I normally see for protein powders offering 25 grams is 5.5 grams of BCAAs. You can make the ratio assumption that every 5 grams, you should be receiving 1.1 grams of BCAAs. However, that's too much of a variance between the MTS Machine Whey. It is something worth noting. So let's go ahead and compare MTS Machine Whey to On Gold Standard. As you can see, they are very similar. I've seen as low as 5.3 that is listed to up to 5.7 grams. However, On Gold Standard offers a consistent 5.5 grams of BCAAs per flavor all the way through. If you're looking for a great tasting protein, MTS Machine Whey is going to help you in that department. Let's go into Amazon opinions and what did users say about MTS Machine Whey. At the time of writing and video shooting this review, MTS Machine Whey sits at 4.5 out of 5 stars based off of 200 reviews. The product has received rave reviews about flavoring, which is fantastic. And I do agree with those reviews for the most part. I'll share more when I get into the flavor review. However, it looks like there has been a big formula change with specifically ice cream sandwich, and most of the negative reviews actually were review bombed on the Tiger Fitness website. Something changed in the flavor profile. It probably could have been the distributor of the whey. However, most of the positive reviews state the same. Protein powder taste is amazing. There are so many happy campers about the Machine Whey. All right, let's go ahead and discuss how many scoops you need to stimulate muscle protein synthesis with Machine Whey. Simply put, aim for 1.1 scoops, or you can use 1 giant scoop of Machine Whey to help stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Research suggests stimulate muscle growth post-workout, minimum 25 grams with up to 3 grams of leucine. For my written review, I've reviewed MTS Machine Whey with high protein skim milk. It tastes awesome. It's like you're drinking a milkshake. With that shared, let's go ahead and make ourselves a Machine Whey shake. I'm gonna start off with my least favorite flavor, and that is Red Velvet Cake. Instructions: 1 scoop per 6 ounces. And then of course, if you want to double it up, 12 fluid ounces with 2 scoops. Do not do 3 scoops. On my website, I did the 3 scoop with the 18 fluid ounces. You're probably gonna need 24 fluid ounces if you're gonna use 3 scoops. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make yourselves a Machine Whey shake now, just using 1 scoop. As always, daily driver of this cell, Pure Choice Farms Daily Shaker. Okay, here we go. Red Velvet Cake. All right, 1 scoop, dump it into the cell, scoop back in, close the container, boom, it's red, lock her up. shake her up. So this protein powder, it's fantastic because I'm a firm believer, if you're seeing a flavor, it should taste like the flavor. And then I do have to mention that this protein powder can be a little bit thicker than usual. And this is where I start questioning the consistency or the 80% whey protein concentrate claim. I think this is probably a 70% whey protein concentrate because, like I said, I had GI issues for almost 1 to 2, maybe up to 3 weeks using this. And then this thing mixes a little bit. It's a little grittier, thicker. Looking at this right now, mixes great. Underneath the shaker, looks good. I think I gave this a pretty high score here. Mixes overall very well. Smelling it, smells like red velvet cake. So here we go. Cheers. As I shared, it feels like that you're drinking a cake. However, this isn't my favorite flavor offered by MTS Machine Whey. Red velvet cake would taste a lot better with skim milk, hands down. And it's solid. However, at the same time, it hits the right notes, but I think it's too sweet for my taste buds, even though there's no stevia. This is passing, like, this is tolerable to, like, okay, I have 5 pounds of this. I can get through this 5 pounds, but I don't want to buy another 5 pounds of this. It's serviceable, it's above average. It kind of hits the notes, but at the same time, it's too sweet for my taste buds. No issues drinking one down though. All right, here we go. Double vision here. Fruit cereal, round 2, cell locked and loaded. 1 scoop going in. Scoop back in, close container, lock her up, shake, boom, fantastic. Very little to no cake bits. Home run, looking underneath. You still got a couple specks underneath here, as you can see, but nothing too horrible. However, I think I mentioned this in the red velvet section. Man, you get nailed with the flavor that you're gonna be drinking. Cheers. I don't think this is a whey protein 80 at all. However, this has got a lighter texture to it, which is fantastic. You do get reminded of, like, you're sitting in front of the TV eating Fruity Pebbles as a kid, which is great. There's still kind of a, I wouldn't say chalky, but there's a grainy texture to it. Both of the flavors have that grainy texture, whereas a true whey protein concentrate 80 goes down smooth. This is a little bit thicker. So I am calling hogwash on the whey protein concentrate 80% claim on the Tiger Fitness website. However, I think this is a protein quality that floats somewhere between 70 to 80%. It's not a true 80%. All right, going into the pros and cons of Machine Whey. As always, let's start with the negatives. GI issues up the wazoo. I firmly believe the protein concentrate being used in either protein powder is not 80%. I think this is a lower grade 70 up to 80%. Stomach does not agree with what is being offered. The labeling continuity, man, each flavor is kind of similar to Naked Nutrition's protein guidelines. I would like to see BCAAs per serving, and I would like to see the same protein sources for every flavor. Red velvet cake, as I've mentioned many times through this website, is a 2 protein source fruity cereal, 3 protein sources offering a milk protein isolate. However, there is some continuity issues with the labeling. As I shared, I would like to have unity across all their labels, flavoring, protein, amount of BCAAs, and number of servings. But as I shared, I don't think this protein powder is catered to people who are been ingrained in the health and fitness protein using supplements for long term. I think this protein powder is trying to grab a piece of that Optimum Nutrition national recognized protein powders because the flavor is a home run. And if you're someone who is tired of using on gold standard, man, MTS Machine Whey is a good choice. So let's go ahead and talk about the pros. Customer service, honest, transparent, fast, amazing help. Love fruit cereal, but red velvet was, I can get through this 5-pound container, but do I want to? No, not really. Hey man, the amount of flavor and sizing options available is amazing. So it can fit every budget level that if you're someone who needs a solid protein recommendation. Let's go ahead and answer this question. Is MTS Machine Whey Protein worth it? That depends. If you're tired of the bland flavors and want something a little bit sweeter, something a little bit thicker that reminds you of a shake, like a milkshake, MTS Machine Whey is what you should be going for. It is a little bit sweeter, however, it's nothing overly, I can't do this. It is a fantastic protein powder to help you stay on track with your health and weight loss goals, it is a fantastic choice for that. However, as I shared in the previous section, there's a lot of variances between the labels. So as I would highly encourage this as a solid, great option for a weight loss shake or a meal replacement shake. The flavor variety and value are there, but however, don't be like me and go all in on one big container. I'm not a fan of red velvet cake. It's tolerable. It's not the best. It's too sweet. There are single serve options through Tiger Fitness, so that is another option or another avenue you can go down to. So let's go ahead in this review and do my review roundup of MTS Machine Whey. Outside the cellulite marketing and muscle jargon, Machine Whey has many great characteristics that make it a potential purchase. As I shared, if you want a protein powder that can help you stay on track with your dietary choices and you have that bad sweet tooth, that's me. So this is a good protein shake to help crave or curb those sweet tooth cravings. Machine Whey could be a fantastic choice. Then again, I don't think the whey protein concentrate is a true 80%. I think this is around a 70 to 80%. You're going to experience GI issues with this if you're someone who is horribly lactose intolerant. But after 2 to 3 weeks of use, your stomach is going to get used to the pain. Hopefully your roommates will as well. There are some issues with the formulation. There's a heavy emphasis on fillers and flavoring, and this is where the MTS Machine Whey is probably a superior to On Gold Standard. The flavoring is way better than On Gold Standard. However, the formulation kind of leaves more to be desired, as well as the labeling. Using that as a segue, the labeling concerns. Each flavor has some BCAAs per serving listed, others do not, which is annoying. And it's a very odd choice. Then some flavors have 5.3 grams of BCAAs, while some have 5.7. And then, of course, this kind of steps in and is like, hey, do you think this might be amino spiked? I don't think it is amino spiked. However, that brings reservations and concerns like, it is within that line of leucine percent, but then again, each label has a different BCAA servings, and then there's some that don't have BCAA servings. So it's kind of like, I almost want to say buyer beware with this. However, using this as a post-workout protein powder, I wouldn't recommend it. However, using Machine Whey as a weight loss tool or a meal replacement shake, and then of course Mark pushing the sludge formula, just add a little water into a bowl, add your protein, add a little peanut butter, swirl it up in a bowl, and then boom, in the microwave for 30 seconds up to 60. Man, that's a good way to curb sweet treat cravings, and I think that's the main niche that would be great for using Machine Whey. However, you still have the full issues of like ingredient listing, not GMOs, soy, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of issues with Machine Whey, but my final verdict, I wouldn't use it as a post-workout protein powder. I think Machine Whey is best utilized as meal replacement shake. Okay, finally got into this Machine Whey protein review. What are your thoughts? Let me know. What do you use Machine Whey for? If you are a Machine Whey user, do you use it post-workout or as a meal replacement? As always, I do take requests. I think in one of my videos, I have my 15 video lineup suggested in what I want to accomplish here on the YouTube. So be patient. They are coming for those special requests. And as I shared, I've been doing this for 4 years for written reviews. So, I mean, hey, if you leave a comment on there, I will add it to my list of protein powders that need to get done. So I want to say thanks for watching. You make it a great day.